Ella Morrison was a retired schoolteacher who lived alone in a quiet Sacramento neighborhood. On January 12, 2021, a neighbor noticed her mailbox overflowing and reported it to the police after not seeing Ella for several days. Officers performed a welfare check and found her home locked. Inside, nothing seemed out of place, except Ella was missing. Her purse and keys were still on the kitchen counter. Friends and family were puzzled. Ella wasn't the type to just leave without telling anyone. A missing person case was opened. 2 weeks later, police received a tip from a garbage collector who noticed a strong odor coming from trash bins behind Ella's property. Cadaver dogs were brought in. In the backyard behind the garden shed, the dogs alerted to a shallow patch of freshly disturbed soil. Investigators dug in and discovered a large plastic container. Inside was the decomposing body of Ella Morrison, bound with duct tape and wrapped in a tarp. She had been bludgeoned and suffocated. Forensic analysis placed her time of death around January 10th. Ella had no known enemies, but her nephew, Derek Morrison, 32, had been staying with her recently. Neighbors said they'd seen him coming and going at odd hours, and one even heard yelling on the night of January 10th. He had a history of drug use and petty theft, but had supposedly been getting clean. When questioned, Derek claimed Ella had gone on a trip to visit a friend and left him to house sit. But under pressure, he admitted he hadn't seen her in days. A search of Derek's room revealed a pawn shop receipt for Ella's jewelry, sold 2 days after her estimated time of death. Her credit card had also been used multiple times by Derek at local ATMs and stores. Under interrogation, Derek broke down. He confessed that he and Ella argued after she discovered he had stolen money from her account. She threatened to kick him out and cut him off. In a drug-fueled rage, he hit her with a metal candlestick, then panicked and tried to hide the body. Derek Morrison was charged with second-degree murder, theft, and fraud. His defense team attempted to argue for manslaughter, claiming it was not premeditated. But the jury disagreed, noting the attempts to conceal the crime, use her money, and deceive authorities. Desperation, drug addiction, and fear of losing access to money. When Ella confronted him, Derek responded with violence to silence her. Derek was found guilty of second-degree murder and sentenced to 28 years to life in prison in August 2021.